we are going to be looking at solving effectively simultaneous equations using logarithms. Now, what we're actually trying to do is we're trying to find the coordinate x and y where these two lines intersect one another, just like simultaneous equations back at GCSE with linear ones. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to make the y values equal each other. Okay, so I've just put this equation and this equation together, and I'm just going to rewrite this because e to the minus x doesn't look very nice. We're going to write it like this. Same thing. Now, if I multiply by e to the x, what will happen is this divide by e to the x will disappear. So I multiply by e to the x. That gives me e to the 2x because that is ex squared, isn't it? E to the x times e to the x is e to the 2x. On the right hand side, I'm left with 5 minus 3e to the x. Don't forget to multiply that by e to the x as well. Rearrange, bring everything to the right hand side. We get 0 equals e to the 2x minus 6e to the x plus 5. Which, if you think about it, I can actually factorise. E to the x, minus 1, minus 5. This is actually a quadratic, yeah? E to the 2x is e to the x squared, and 1 e to the x, and then no e to the x's. So it's a quadratic. I can therefore solve this. E to the x equals 5, and e to the x equals 1. Take logarithms of both sides, ln, because that will get rid of the exponential. Ln 5, x equals ln 1, which is 0. Now it's worth noting here that if this was a minus sign, so let's say if you had in your brackets e to the x plus 1, you'd get e to the x equals minus 1, which can't be solved. You can't take log of a negative number, it doesn't exist. Just in the same way that you can't raise a positive number to a positive power and get a negative number. So that doesn't exist. If you had this, you'd write NA, yeah? It doesn't give you a solution. So I've got x is ln 5 and x is 0. I'm going to substitute it into one of these equations to find y. It doesn't matter which one. Let's take the top one, y equals 3 minus e to the ln 5. E to the ln's cancel, it gives me 3 minus 5, which is minus 2. So your first coordinate is ln 5 minus 2. That's the first one. And the second one, sub 0 in here, 3 minus e to the power 0. E to the power 0 is 1, so you get 2. So the second coordinate is 0, 2. That's your answer here. These are the 2 points where these two equations intersect.